This is my grandma, my hero, my educator. She has taught me so much when it comes to life, love, and most importantly, forgiveness.
I was born in Luther, Oklahoma, July 11, 1925.
On this special occasion, I want to celebrate the life and legacy of my grandma, a magnificent and phenomenal woman and dedicated servant of God.
I was 16 years old when I really accepted the Lord and got baptized. I met my husband as sweethearts. I was 13 and he was 14. In fact, I went to a grade school. We had to walk 5 miles to school. And we would go to arcade to play softball. I played softball on shortstop. And I met him, and we looked at each other, but we didn't know each other. But after I finished grade school and went to high school, that's when I met him. I was in the 9th grade, and he was in the 10th grade. So we courted 10 years. After we finished school, I finished high school in 42. And he went to service, and we courted. After he got out of service in 1948, we married. And we have been married up until the last of March of last year. If he had been living today, we would have been married 65 years. I had the mother of 8 girls and 5 boys, 13 altogether.
My grandmother is my rock. She is the rock of this family, I believe. She holds all of us together. She will give her last without hesitation.
During that days, I guess it was hard, but we didn't have a sense to know it was hard. Because I used to do what I was supposed to do, take care of them. Trust in the Lord. I prayed for everything. And we had family devotion every day. And that was a blessing. And there was time I thought we was in bad shape now back here. During that time, people would always share. We never went hungry. We would share with everything we had. So that was a good thing. So got them all through high school. Some went to college, so that was a blessing.
And how did you make it financially?
Well, husband did construction work, and I did housework. Even I cooked a lot. I love to cook. I would cook at schools. I cook at Sorority House at colleges. It's during the time of Central State. And Epping was Central State. It's something else now. And then my husband did construction work, and finally he went to Tinkerfield. And later on in the years, I went to Tinkerfield. So we made it by the help of the good Lord. During that time when we started Tinkerfield, we was only making $2.25 an hour. Gas was 50 cents a gallon. And we lived on, we didn't have no electricity. We had kerosene lamps. We had an outdoors toilet. Some of y'all don't know what it is today. But we made it.
She is so full of history. I admire her strength, courage, and resilience.
It was fantastic. We got the chance to travel a lot. And we got a chance to even do things and buy things that I couldn't buy today for my children. because everything was so high.
Kool-Aid, Kool-Aid, a 5-cent package makes 2 quarts of Kool-Aid, Kool-Aid, 9 great flavors, the drink you love. Kool-Aid, Kool-Aid,
For the very best drink you ever made.
Kool-Aid, Kool-Aid,
Be sure that the envelope says Kool-Aid.
you can get
Back those days, you get a ice cream cone where it's so big for a nickel. You go to the grocery store and get a pound of sugar for 10 cents. And everything was more reasonable than it is now.
I believe it was truly a blessing that for my grandparents to have been married over 60 years, they had 13 kids together, some 43 grandkids, 80 great-grandkids, and 1 great-grandkid.
Family means a whole lot. As the Bible says, a family that prays together stay together. And what the family is, even the church is made up of families. But my family, we grew up together. My husband, we loved each other. And we did things for each other. There wasn't no fussing, a lot of fighting going on. And then when I got married, my family, that's what we did. We had family devotion. And then our games was horseshoes and baseball. And we just enjoyed ourselves. It was fantastic. We didn't have to pay a lot of money to go to different places. We even had our movies. We paid 50 cents to go see a movie. That was really going on in those days. That was a good time. What have really separated us today, I think, as family. Family don't sit down and eat together like we did. Everybody got their own agenda. And some want hamburgers, some want this and tacos. But when we sat down together in my days, we all ate the same thing. And it wasn't no this and that later on. Because if you didn't eat what you got, you didn't eat it all. And then there wasn't a lot of television and cell phones and so much distraction now. And then a lot of the discipline is gone in the family today. See, children will tell you right now what they ain't gonna do, and they ain't but 5 or 6 years old.
Okay, but I have to yell at you guys.
Listen.
I think if we go back to the number one, we train our child in the way he should go. When he's old, he will not depart. I think a lot of time we've taken God out of our lives, out of the family, and I think that's where it is. I'm from the old school. I believe if you trust in the Lord and do what's right, He's going to direct your path. By training and helping our men, every mother that has a son, and a father, and we need to teach our sons how they're supposed to treat their sisters. And when they treat their sister godly right, they gonna teach their wives, their girlfriend right. Race doesn't have anything to do with it. If you want to achieve your goal, it doesn't matter what color you are. But there are times when we does have that going on now. I went to school in a segregated school. I didn't know such thing because I lived in the country. And we lived with whites and blacks. And we lived and played together. And changed everything together and enjoyed ourselves. But until integration came, I thought I was already segregated, because I thought I was already, integrated, because we was out in the country, and that was all to play with. But I found out that if we look at the way the Bible look at it, God don't see no color. And we can achieve. I always said that my daughter once went with a white boy. And I have them all in my family now, and I love them. We're supposed to. I think my problem is, if we old folks stay out of the way, because we still prejudice in a lot of ways, white and black. If we stay out of the way and treat our children the right way, that won't be no problem. That won't be a problem. So thank the Lord. I've got white, I've got Indian, I've got New Zealand, and I got Spanish American, all in my family. And I love them. I love them. They know I love them. So I think when we truly love, like God said love, there won't be no difficulties. Everything will go on smoothly. And that's the way I see it. We got to open our mouths and talk to these young people, which I do quite a bit, a whole lot, because I got grandsons. But if we don't say nothing, nothing's not going to happen. And a lot of our young folks, people, not going to church a lot of time. We have to go out and meet their needs. And sometimes it may be outside the church house, where we can compel men and talk to them and have a report to them. And talk to them and tell them about the Lord and tell them what they need to do. Sometimes we may have to help them. We may not have much we can share. If we only share our love, most time I find out that a lot of young men, young women too, just need some loving and some caring, that you care for them. And when they do wrong, you don't kick them out the door. You give them another chance. Lord gave us another chance. Our parents gave us another chance. So it's our job to give our children, the young people, they don't have to be our children. We got to minister to other people's children. Sometimes they may not know how to minister to them. But whatever we do, we need to do it in the way of the Lord. Let them know the Lord loves them, and we do too. And I think if we continue, we'll try to do that. When we see one down, we think he ought to be down, and I'll go and pick him up. And maybe the one that the Lord will bless you. So I think that's our problem. We get back to the old way of doing it. Let us go back to the old landmark and teach our children how they're supposed to do, whether they're yours or not. When I was growing up, any older person could counsel me and chide me, and I better not say nothing. If I do, I don't know how I got back to my mom and them. We didn't have no telephones either. But when I got the news, they knew. So we need to do what's right.
She has devoted her living to love, teaching, sacrifice, family, friends, and all those who cross her path. She has been truly inspiring, with 90 years breathed into her body and soul, a blessing unto those who have the pleasure of knowing her, even if only by name, and the tremendous hugs she gives.
You can lose sight of it. but I see your true colors shining through. I see your true colors, and that's why I love you. So don't be afraid to let them show your true colors. True colors are beautiful, ooh, like a rainbow. Show me a smile. Don't be unhappy, can't remember when. A lesson